born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. Four babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Tuesday morning, January 28th, 2025, 6:30 in the morning. So glad you can join me so bright and early here at Forex Smart Trade. We help people become successful and profitable currency traders, and we do that by teaching them how to trade with our simple but very accurate proprietary trading indicators. And we are so confident in how well they work that once we've trained you, we let you trade with our money. I'm going to show you one of our trading signals. We've got probably over a dozen. And when we coach people, we develop a trade plan built around their availability to trade and their risk preferences. So with that, let's jump in and see what we've got this morning. We first need to listen to this guy, and then we can see what the market has.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
We use people learn in different methods, and we use different methods to teach. We've got videos, we've got group training sessions, we have live trades like this one where an experienced trader comes online and then kind of walks you through what they're doing, and by watching what they're doing and hearing their explanation, that allows you to mimic it and get better. I do 3 live trades a week, Monday afternoon and Tuesday and Thursday morning. Yesterday afternoon's trade actually closed while we were still on the trade. And then every evening around 4:15, so long as it isn't a holiday, I send a overnight trade setup. Both trades from that closed last night. Once you become a member, we have live trade every morning at 10 a.m., live trade again every evening at 6 p.m. And you can see we have lots of training sessions, group training sessions. And we think coaching, continuous coaching is kind of the key to staying on top of your game. You don't see professional athletes just go out and play the game. They practice. They look at game film. They do lots of things. They work on the fundamentals, even though they're pros. So we kind of take the same approach. I like to work through a little checklist, and it helps me make sure I haven't forgotten anything. And my daily routine and checklists have been shown through research that they do improve performance, especially with doctors, that they don't miss something. Every morning, I like to just refresh my green chart, clears out the memory, and picks up any updates they might do. I'm the kind of guy who has a zillion things opened on my machine. So like every, 3, 4, 5 days, I have to reboot the machine. Also, it just clears out the memory and, keeps things going quick. one of the things that I think are essential and doesn't get emphasized enough is that when you do a bad trade, a trade that didn't do what you thought it was going to do, is to actually go back and look at it and try to figure out why. And it's in those going back and looking at it that we get better. Our simulator allows you to go back to a specific point in time so you can see what the chart was telling you. And sometimes there's clues there as to what you could have done better. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action, and our indicators are very good at predicting the direction the market will move. And if we can figure out the direction, we can carve out a small piece of that move and make some money. All we need is movement. Doesn't matter whether it's up or down. But news does impact currency prices. So we want to know what news events are scheduled so we can basically trade around them. I like to go to forexfactory.com. Forex Factory breaks news down into 3 categories. Yellow, which is low impact, we skip those. Orange, which is medium impact. I don't usually worry about the orange items, but if you were, some people do. And then the red. And these red guys, high impact, are the people I want to trade around. And this morning we've got some news at 10 a.m., which on the USD, usually I don't like to trade within 2-hour window of this, because what happens is this number is already published and sitting on somebody's desk, and they're just going to officially announce it. So people who have access to the outfit that generated that number can sometimes find out beforehand. So that would put us at 8 o'clock. We're at 6:30. If we see a trade that might close quickly, maybe, but generally I don't like to trade within a 2-hour window. And then Australian dollar tonight, consumer price index. Any trade that we would take this morning would be closed well before tonight. And then it's a bank holiday in China today, the Chinese New Year, and tomorrow, and Thursday. We generally don't trade the yen anyway, the yuan anyways. So, all right. So let's go ahead and see what we have this morning. The trade I'm going to do, which I principally do during the day. There's a couple trades that I do. Is a 10-point trade signal. I take it off of a 1-hour chart. On a 1-hour chart, a trade's going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. And my sweet spot's 11. If I can carve out 11 3 times a day, I am doing terrific. And on a 1-hour chart, I expect the trade to close within 1 to 3 hours. And the strategy is kind of simple. There's 3 parts to the chart, and I want agreement in all 3 parts. And if I have agreement with all 3 parts, that gives me a high probability that the trade's going to do what I want or what I expect. The chart I am going to trade off of is the light 6 major, which is one of our standard charts. I start with the middle section of the chart, which is the majors and minors. This red and green line is the major indicator. This black and gray line is the minor indicator. This horizontal red line is the oversold line. This horizontal blue line is the overbought line. And I am looking for situations where the lines are either oversold, they're below the red line and going up, or overbought, they're above the blue line and going down. Here, we're just reaching oversold and the lines are going down. Now, can you make some money taking a trade when all the lines are going down? Yes, you can, but it's not part of my trade strategy. I want to catch something on this side when they're all going up, or this side when they're all going down. So say, for example, over here, overbought, all of them going down, and then you've got the down candles. And then I carve out my 11 pips. Now this chart, This is a composite chart, so it's showing me 6 different currency pairs. In this case, they're all US based. So if I don't have what I like here, I don't need to look at the rest of the chart. I need step 1. Once I have step 1, then I'll go up to the TNTs to get confirmation. When I have confirmation on the TNTs, then I'll drop down to the pressure, get confirmation. When I have everything I want here, then I'm going to go to a full chart of the pair to see what the 2-hour chart and the 4-hour chart are telling me. So this is kind of a multi-step process. So here, Euro USD oversold going down, so I'm not interested in that. Pound USD oversold going down. Dollar Canadian dollar overbought going up. Dollar Swiss franc, we've got disagreement, kind of sideways on the majors, minors going up. Dollar yen, we've got disagreement. We're oversold, majors still going down, minors going up. So nothing with the dollar this morning. So I've cloned this chart and I've come up with 6 other currency pairs that are kind of non-US based. Euro pound oversold, everybody's going up. There's 4 things I'm looking for. So 1, we're oversold, so we have that. 2, all the lines are going up, we have that. 3, that the green line is kind of crossed over the red line, which it has, and the gray line is on top of the black line. So that's 3. And then 4, what's the steepness of the green line? And I want it to be greater than 45 degrees, and it is. So when I have that, I'm going to jump up to my TNTs and count how many lines here are supporting what I'm seeing here. So thick orange is going up, and each of these is measuring kind of the rate of change at a different speed. So orange lines going up, 2 orange lines are going up. The blue lines are inversely related. So when blue is going down, that means buy. So dotted blue is coming down. So I got 3 of the 4 here. I want 3 of the 4, minimum of 3 of the 4. Although yesterday we took a trade and it was only two of the 4, but there were other, we saw a couple other things when we looked at the full chart that gave me a little confidence to go ahead and break the rule. But here I got the 3 that I'm looking for. And then when I'm looking at the pressure, I want the lines either going up or the green line on top. And in this case, both lines are going up. So pressure, it's very weak pressure. And what makes it weak is the slope of the lines. And how, in this case, the slope of the lines. So steepness increases the pressure, and the closer the lines are, increases the pressure. So we've got up pressure. So 1 point here, 4 points here, 3 points here. So I've got 8 points. When I have 8 points here, I want to, again, I'm kind of risk averse. I want to minimize the chance that the trade's going to go the other way. So I look at a full chart. And what a full chart is rather than showing me multiple currency pairs, it's showing me just the euro pound, but it's showing me different time periods. So here's the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, 8 hour, 12 hour, 1 day. And on the different time periods, what all that means is that the candle has 2 hours of information in it versus 1 hour. And the lines have 2 hours worth of information. So what I'd like to see is that we are oversold on the 2 hour and the 4 hour. And we were oversold and it's going up. I'll accept this. And on the 4 hour, it's oversold and going up. It doesn't need to be going up. I just basically want it oversold. So the reason I'll accept this is, this by itself is a good buy signal. If for some reason this signal weakens, I'll still pick up the trade off of the 2 hour or the 4 hour, but it'll just take longer for it to happen. And there's less of a chance that I'll be stopped out because we're oversold. So I've got my confirmation. When I have my confirmation, what I want to do then is look at a full chart. On some of the trades we have, it's predetermined what the take profit and stop loss are. On this trade, I need to figure it out. So to figure it out, I need to look at a full chart. And so we're going to get a full chart of the euro pound. And this is just the candles by themselves. So I want to look at what the trend is. So here we're trading into an uptrend. Here we're trading into a downtrend. So I'm going to take a buy trade into a downtrend. So if I'm trading against the trend, which this would be, I'm going to take a few less pips when I figure out how many pips I want to take. So I'm going to drop some support and resistance in here. Support and resistance are spots where the lines seem to naturally stop, or the candles seem to naturally stop. And they're going to become the bounds. Oops, come on here. There we go. So it kind of stops in here, stops in here, stops over here, stops over here. By crunching up the chart, that gives me more data points. So it makes the lines a little bit more accurate. And on, say, the Euro USD, these tend to be about 30, 40 pips apart. So it kind of stopped in here, stopping in here, stopped over here. Once I have that, I'm going to open this back up so I can see it a little better. And we're at the 0.8381 to 0.83. So this is really only 10 pips. Let me just see where the next line is for the sake of it. Well, I'm going to drop one more line in here. Kind of stops over here, right in here, over here. So now I want to know how much room I have from where I'm at to the line. So going up, that's 8 pips up and 3 pips down. If I were to go up to this line, it's 17 pips. 17 pips. Now, since I am trading against the trend, I'm going to probably just take the 8 pips to right in here. Let's just double check the signal one more time. Oversold, everybody's going up. Double cross, terrific steepness. 3 out of the 4. Pressure's going up. And in fact, we are oversold across the board here with all the green lines going up. So I'm pretty confident in this trade. So we're gonna, if you're trading on the simulator, you can open that up. If you're trading with MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5, let's open it up. So these are both of last night's trades. This is a demo account. So I'm going to look for the euro pound. I do not have the euro pound open, so I'm going to go to File, New Chart. Euro pound will probably be in this third category. Euro pound. I don't really see it. Maybe it's in the second category. There it is, euro pound. I'm going to change it to a 1-hour chart from a 4-hour chart, so I'm looking at the same thing. And then I am going to click New Order. My lot size is a function of how much is in the account. The rule of thumb I use is I just move this decimal place over 4 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1.34. I can take anywhere from half of that to double it. I'm going to just take the 1.34 for my lot size. 1.34. And it's going to be a market buy. Record the market buy. Then I'm going to right click and go to modify. And we said we wanted 8 pips. 8 pips equals 80 points. I click the little blue button. It does the math for me. And we'll use a 3-to-1. So if I'm going for 8 pips, I'm going to go for 24 pip stop loss. So I'm going to add an extra 0 to convert pips to points. Click the little red button. And then I'm going to click this big blue button for modify. And we wanted, let's see, I'm going to go back a second. I'm not sure I want those coordinates. Let me just go back. I want to look at what we had for the support line, because that doesn't look right to me. Did I not save it? Oops. All right. So here, so we're hitting this line. Why is it different? Huh. I'm going to pull this down a little bit because I want to be on this line. I want to be within this candle. Oh, it had gone up a little bit from when we took the trade. All right, so we took a buy on the euro pound with a take profit of 0.83921, 0.83921, and a stop loss. Let's just double check and see. We could move this up a little bit if we wanted to. Yeah, we'll move it up just a little bit. And a stop loss of 0.83678. So the take profit of 0.83921, 0.83921, and a stop loss of 0.83678. So I expect this to close within the next 1 to 3 hours. And the reason I am going from here to here versus here to up here is because when we look, I'm trading into a downtrend. I don't want to trade against this because it could keep going. Let's see what else we've got. See if we have another trade here this morning. Australian dollar, yen, we don't have agreement. Euro, Canadian dollar. We touched oversold. It's been a couple hours ago. Everybody's going up, double cross. Green line is better than 45 degrees. Only issue here is I'm not crazy about taking a trade when we're past the halfway mark. And as we already have a trade on the euro, we don't need to add another trade to it. That just increases our risk. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, overbought, disagreement. Pound yen, oversold, disagreement. Euro, Australian dollar, in the middle of the channel, disagreement. So nothing there. Canadian dollar, yen, oversold. We don't have agreement. Euro, New Zealand dollar, 3/4 of the way through the channel. Slope on the green line looks like it's a little less than 45 degrees, and we're past the halfway mark. Pound, New Zealand dollar. This is a good signal. Overbought, everybody's coming down. Double cross, blacks on top, reds on top. Less than halfway. Steepness of the green line is great. I like it when all the lines are clustered like they are here, so that's a positive. 2 orange lines going down, dotted blue coming up, so 3 of the 4 on the TNTs. And we have down pressure with red on top. That's 2 points. It's weak down pressure. Let's take a look at the full chart. Pound New Zealand. Now, the only issue here is that we already have a trade with the pound, but let's see. Great Britain pound, NZD. We're not quite overbought. Ideally, I want this up here, but it's going down, down. Overbought, still going up. Let's see what the full chart looks like. So that was pound New Zealand dollar. Let's scrunch it up and take a look at the chart. So this is opposite of what we saw before because the pound is on the other side of the equation, on the other side of the pair match. Let's draw some support and resistance in. So it's stopping in there, stopping in here, kind of stopped in here and in here. Let's drop another line in. Stopped in here, over here, over here. Let's open it back up so we can see it a little better. So 0.9133. To 2.09. So that's about 42 pips. So that's kind of what I want. How much room do we get from where we're at to where we're going? Oh, my math is off here. 42 pips. 42 pips down. $33 pips up. And where are we to here? 24 pips. Just out of curiosity, where are we to here? 8 pips. Let's move while we're talking, and I'd love to hear 9 pips. Let's take a look at it one more time. I think we can double up on this. We can take another trade on the pound New Zealand dollar. So pound New Zealand dollar, I do not have that up. So file, new chart. It'll probably be in this third group here. Pound, Great Britain, pound. There it is, pound New Zealand dollar. I'll change it over to an hour chart. New order. I'm going to keep the lot size the same. I can have like 2 open trades with this lot size. When I take this trade, the margin level will go down to a little under 1,000. I'd like to keep it around 1,000 or better. So market sell. And what did we, let's just go back one more time and take a look at where our lines are. for the support and resistance. So that's 27 to there, 8 to there. Let's go ahead and we'll take like an 11 pip trade. We'll stay right around in here. Again, we're trading against the trend, and I don't want to get stuck. So I am going to right click, go to modify. I'm going to change this to 11 pips. So 11 pips is 110 points. Click the little blue button. It's going to do the math. And we'll use a 3-to-1. So 33 pips. Add a 0 to convert pips to points. Click the little red button. It does the math. Then I click the modify button, and it'll drop the lines in for me. And the only thing I'm going to do a little different here. So we're hitting this line that I wanted to hit, the green. So we're within that kind of candle, the green, the red candle. I'm going to just move my stop loss out just a little bit more so that we're not within this wick. So it's not exactly a 3-to-1, but I prefer to avoid getting stopped out entirely. And if the stop line is outside of any place where it's traded recently, there's far less of a chance of getting stopped out. So we took a sell on the pound New Zealand dollar with a take profit of 2.19640, and a stop loss of 2.20163. 2.20163. And again, I expect this trade to close within the next 3 hours. If you want to learn the trade, I found the best way to learn anything is find somebody who's good at it and get them to teach you. We're good at it. We show you every day that we're good at it. We show you every day that these tools work. And we're not only telling you, we're so confident that we'll let you trade with our money and split what you make. So that, again, reduces the risk and kind of gives you a partner, a mentor who's going to oversee what you're doing. Have a terrific Tuesday, and I'll see you again this afternoon at 4:15 when I send out the overnight trade. Thanks so much for joining me this morning.